Shut her down. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time of day it is that this reaches you. It is the Bedhead Express from Misty Dawn over here. The crazy train is in the house. Yes, hallelujah. Welcome aboard the crazy train. My name is Misty. I'm with Love Awakening Authenticity. Yeah, I'm a spiritual self-empowerment coach, conscious awareness coach, and more importantly, a damn truth coach. What I do here is collective Christ conscious messages. I bring them down into two energies, the masculine energy and the feminine energy, light side, dark side, positive, negative, instinct, intuition, center, and saint. So we can integrate them in ourselves for our clearest and highest good. These readings do come with physical symptoms, heart palpitations, cold chills, hot flashes, tingling sensations, mild aches and pains, and light headaches, dizziness. Please be mindful. Nausea is also a symptom. Please be mindful and drink plenty of water after these readings. These messages are subject to the receiver. What's up? What's up? What's up? Hey, Jerry, welcome back. Brother, where you been? I've been missing your face, but not enough to call you in. I'm glad you're here, though. Welcome aboard. I got a new deck of cards. That's why you're here. You smelled something new, something exciting, something. Anyways, so I'd like to say thank you to Kelly. She has provided me with a new deck that I cannot pronounce half the names in, but I can read the meanings. It is absolutely beautiful, and we will be using this today. Whoop, whoop. Welcome aboard. Thank you, Kelly. Also, Kelly, I love my thermos. Thank you very much. Jerry, please tell me you brought your personal protective equipment, aka coffee. Coffee is good. Coffee is good. Today it is anyway. Maybe not next week. Maybe some tea. Some tea. Tea has more caffeine than coffee. You might need some tea, my friend. Some tea. Some tea. Grand Rising, Lisa. Grand Rising. I'm actually going to start with this. I got it out for a reason. Whatever reason, I'm definitely going to start with this. All right. I am whatever I say I am. Not what you say I am. I am whatever I say I am. Yep. And you know what I am is limitless potential. So I can be whatever I want to be at any time I want to be it. Yes. Instinct to engage with the environment accordingly in the trust of self. Yes. I am whatever I believe I am. In all states of self. Yep. I am nature. It's a state of being. It's free. Not a way of being. Agenda. You see how that works? Yeah, I see how well I didn't, but I might now. I'm a little confused. Yep. Well, take it in. It takes 3 days to incubate that. All right. Let's get on with the energy. Thank you, spirit guides, angels, and ascending masters. Oh! Let's go ahead and create a circle of healing and protection. Raise our vibration to a feeling of gratitude for ourselves, trust in our damn self, so we can receive these damn messages for our clearest and highest good. Thank you very much. Angel of divination. Woo! I think it's Eastibus. Angel of divination. And Lalil, angel of night. These are our energies right now that we are going to be looking at and divinating. Whoop, whoop! Empathy! Oh my God, taking you too. You shut your face. No fucking way right now. Oh my God. Shut the front door. Everybody, get your shit together. Take a deep breath. Get excited. Get enthused. Like you know you're going into some scary ass shit, but you don't want to not go into it, all right? That's what I'm telling you right motherfucking now. You don't want to not go into it. You want to get your shit together. Put your fucking big boy. You know what? I'll help you. Let me demonstrate. Let me demonstrate something here. You grab your boot. You put it on your fucking foot, and you get ready to do some shit. Wait, I need my other boot. I receive with my left, and I give with my right. Ha! Information is neutral. What I do with it is positive or negative. Would you look at that motherfucking shit right there? Ha! Now I'm ready for action. Hooah! Estivus, let's go. Oh, shit. Shit the bed. These fucking motherfuckers. Whoa. Way to bring the fire. Oh. Let's start there. Angel of Night. A fleeting spirit who dances across the sky, beautiful and aloof. Stars fill the tresses of Lyle's hair. The night passes, whether we are lost to quiet murmurs or sleep, or staring out at the darkened expanse of the sky. For everything you see, there are 1,000 things that are unseen, which is why divination is going to come next. Woo! Yo! I told you, get your boots on. Woo! Look at that. Would you look at that? You witness the glimmer, the gleaming of what is truly there. Oh, if you get lost in the appearance of how things seem, you are only getting a glimmer of what things are. Oh, what? Oh, the state of being instead of the way of being. Oh my God. Spirit, I give you flame. I give you flame. I give you flame. I support it. I support. Lilo Plaid passes from star to star, filling the night sky. One would think the darkness, Lyle's realm. However, it is the starlight that heralds the night's arrival. You would think darkness is the realm, based on appearance, but however, it is the starlight that heralds the night's arrival. Star bright, starlight, dance on and across this night. What lullabies await us? What glittering night charms will Lyle hang upon the sky for all of us to see, for all of us to dream? The wind, the sheer cloth, the moon, the intuition. Hold on just a second. Somebody has gone upstairs without shutting the door. Drake and Wink, shut that door, sir. That is a part of the process of going up there. Thank you. Yeah. So all that darkness, which is that hidden truth, that chaotic truth that nobody wants to face because nobody wants to take personal responsibility for it, and they think avoiding it's going to change it. It grows, and you know what else grows is that light that grows from it. Yep, here it is. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited right now because now we're going to divinate ourselves. We're going to divinate the light. We're going to divinate ourselves. This is the angel of divination. You've called its name, so it has come, but you do not command what is foretold. That means you called for the truth, but you do not get to control in what comfort level you receive that shit. You are not entitled to painless fucking truth and painless fucking healing. Shatter a fucking ego. Go ahead and get them. Go ahead and get them, Eastivus. Go ahead and get them, boy. Oh, I support. Fire in the hole. I love you. This is all in love. It is not from a place of hating you. It is not from a place of hurting you. It is not, well, it's the kind of hurt you want to go into. I told you to put your boots on. Like you know it's coming and you consciously go into it. All right? You do not command what is foretold. Estivus can only be an uncertain ally in these merciful times. Unpredictable. I think I said something about chaos. Did I say something about chaos? The beautiful chaos? No, but I wanted to. I should have. Estivus reveals the ever-shifting rhythm of the skies and beckons us to observe the alignment of the signs, the stars in the skies, the stars, the wishes, the dreams, the truth, the intuition. Oh my God. Something is seen in the clouds and the leaves and the shadows, something as glorious as fate. If one thing is seen, there's 1,000 things unseen, and it's been seen in fate. Oh my God, you observe something that could not, must not be real. The unknown. This is not real. That is real. Zap. Magic. She's a witch. No, I'm a spirit in the flesh. I ain't no fucking witch. No. Oh, that's so funny. You observe something that could not be, must not be real. Curiosity is now your call to action. You are compelled to do so. Oh, you're compelled to go into the night, to be the star, and put your fucking boots on. Ah! Did you guys see that? Did you guys just witness that? Ah! Light and dark, light and dark, light and dark. Ow! Sorry, not sorry. Next up is the left hand and the right hand. Empathy and judgment. I love you so hard right now, Spirit. You are gold. Energy is currency, folks. I suggest you get with the program by trusting the flow. Jesus, man, this feels so good right now. I can't even hold myself back. I feel like I'm going to choke on myself. I am going to choke on myself, and I'm going to enjoy it. I sure the fuck ain't cutting myself down into bite-sized pieces. Where is this? Where are you? Shall we go with the right hand first? Yeah, let's do the right hand first. Let's do the right hand. Empathy. Ooh. Where are you? Ah. Oh, a fourth emanation. A fourth emanation. Emanation. The hand that embraces the healing tears brought on by forgiveness of our own sins. Each kindness repaid in kind. The force pulls humanity together, allowing peace to exist between. This is the power to look inside the hearts of those around us rather than the minds, and see that we are truly alike. Our needs for love and kindness is an essential part of our existence and transcends all other differences that we may have. The blue orb's embrace extends across all existence. It was in one of my photos yesterday. Chesed is at the very center of the pillar of mercy, defining its core characteristic and forming an extreme opposite to its female counterpart. Guvera. The two arms of the tree extend in opposite directions. Chesed pulls tight so Gerarda cannot push away. This is where it's like that support. It's not control. You're supposed to hold me down. You're not supposed to hold me back. This is that direct of flow, not control of flow, right? Oh my gosh. This wrestling match cannot be won by either side, yet the struggle itself is meaningful because it is the struggle that defines our morality. Kindness, charity, and love are the call to action. The left hand is the judgment, the feminine force. The fifth emanation, the hand that separates, the rule of law that brings order to this world, false law, control, destruction of nature. This is the hand that separates that. She assesses what is just, helping us overcome our adversaries both without and within. Hers is the power to cleave apart the unified whole and leave its component pieces. It is a trait that it commands as much fear as respect because with it comes an inherent violence. She does this without enmity. It is an act that must be committed to create balance. The red orb exists as a boundary closed to the unworthy. It is a boundary for if you are unworthy, you do not get in. That means your fears. These are the things that will be cleaved away and separated from you. Your unjust laws, your control, your decimation of personal character will be sliced. No matter how much you justify it, validate it, normalize it, it does not stand up against truth. The position at the center of its pillar defines the pillar's trait of severity. Her push against Chesed on the opposite side of the tree is met with equal and opposite resistance. Without both of them in equal measure, we have no means of maintaining healthy relationships. We must have judgment to discern what is healthy for us, so that we may not accept the things that will devalue us, so that we can bring justice into our lives by becoming it. Embracing bravery. Punishment. Punishment. What is the punishment? Well, false comforts that you cling on to so tightly are taken away from you. Your privileges are just stripped from you. Your privileges, your fucking entitlements, your privilege to heal without pain, your privilege to fake your fucking self out of this world is stripped from you. Your vanities, your temptations, everything you fucking take for granted, it's stripped from you. This is Mother Nature. She doesn't hold on to stillborns. And sometimes you guys think that the feminine's the empathy. No, motherfuckers. It is not. It is the masculine. It's just that the masculine trait in all of mankind has been contaminated by an external ego, right? And this is something that we have to individually, in our hearts, weed out of our minds. Because nobody else can get in your heart to do that. And when somebody sparks that light to do that, that's when you have to take the initiative. When you act, the God within, the fire within acts. Hell yeah. Get on, boo. Shit. Face it. Face it, you must. Or for what you serve will serve you dust. I mean, that's just what it is. The angel of the night, thinking it's all black and dark, but really it's the fucking light. It's the fucking light. It's all the truth in light. It's all the truth in light. You think it's all dark, but really it's all truth in light. It's the fucking star. It's the star consciousness, Christ consciousness. It's time to divinate ourselves here. Empathy and judgment. Are you using your judgment to shame yourself or to build yourself? If you're using judgment and shame, you're using it in the act of fear, which is the act of the phantoms of the mind and not the true self. Unnatural. That's a way of being, not a state of being. Getting it right. This is the equilibrium being restored. Resurrection of nature. Dark mirror, please. Tell me what we are divinating, the dark that we are divinating to light here. Downcast pride. Envious gluttony. Oh, that's that personal self-gain, entitlement. Oh, ho, ho. And you feel this shit. You feel it. I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Wait. The angel of divination is in the air of night. I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Hold on. I fucking like you, Spirit. I fucking like you a lot. We besties right now. Most def. My chi represents and respects the chi that is within you. Yep, right here. Yep. I fucking love you, Spirit, right now so fucking hard. You can't even fucking, I have a spiritual heart on right now. Like, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Kundalini rise. Bending to adapt becomes an excuse for the habit of bending. Oh, the justifying, normalizing, excusing, bending to adapt. Oh, victim mentality under the skies of survival. You surviving with the victim mentality, will ya? Okay. Judgment time. What can't survive alone will seek company. Hell yeah, misery loves company. But instead of growing together, they will die together. And that's coming into the downcast pride. This is somewhere that has taken on somebody else's opinion of them. Something else's. Belief in self matters here, folks. The root of sadness and grief is deeper than the skin. It is it's way deeper than the skin. The delusion is this gray sky. It's in the consciousness. It's in the blood. It's in the memory that goes back to the beginning of time. Yeah. Survival is a direct consequence of adaptation, adapting, bending to fit in. What we call adaptation is not a result of subtle but constantly constructive change of ourselves. A mockery of it. As we strip day to day by our dignity in order to avoid conflict, we make a habit out of vanity in the world that would spread us apart. How can we endure this? Maybe through the power of responsibility, through the hidden core of our own identity. Sometimes we don't use the best part of ourselves, but rather we draw from our ugliest, vain selves. We survive and we bend our knees because we draw from ourselves our laziness, our fear, and our disgust. We let our deepest roots go dry, our deepest passions, kundalini, go dry, replaced by what can only be called a surge of lack of self-esteem. Not anymore. Not with the fucking angel of night here in divination with the left and right hand of God within. Nope. Nope. We were deluded when we thought that we were only sacrificing our pride. No. We cling to vanity, but we can't afford dignity. Isn't that sad? Don't you want to feel remorse for that? Honestly, the true delusion is in our faith in our fall, our faith in our fucking phantoms, the faith in the winter, while we discard spring and summer as fairy tales. Discard truth as fairy tales. The sky can change color too, as long as we sometimes actually look up, look for the good. Look for the good instead of constantly looking for the fucking bad out of envious and jealous fucking superiority fucking comparisons are odious behavior. Envious gluttony. Envious gluttony. Going to the edge of the ravine, savoring the idea of letting go of all restraint. There is hunger sleeping just under the surface. Sorrow and grief are more than skin deep. This is what's gnawing at you, is unprocessed sorrow and unprocessed grief. Because you're not experiencing those emotions in forgiveness and love. This is a time for forgiveness and love in those griefs and those emotions. And instead of the entitlement of getting what you want and thinking that your healing is going to be painless and you can somehow change the fucking truth instead of moving from it with honor. No. Light is now served. This card is not just dark, it's unpleasant, sickly, fucking disgusting death. The difference in how we feel in front of a vampire as opposed to in front of withering bugs. How we feel in front of a vampire instead of a fucking parasite. Well, I'm indifferent. There is no fucking difference to me. Evil is fucking evil, no matter what fucking, I don't know, image it wants to take. I don't give a fuck. You can be a beautiful motherfucking disaster. Yeah, no. Mm-hmm. It's not an existential darkness that we can paint of romance, drama, and subtle anguish. It is raw, it is primal, it is reeking of rotten stench. The other half of the truth that nobody wants to look at. I love you, spirits. It feels like there's darkness in the black landscape. There is a hole leading to an even greater darkness that is calling, the darkness that turns to light. Their urge is pressed down every time, played with, toyed with, treated like something that doesn't belong there. It's like rolling in the mud and bringing out the twisted, refreshing feeling of demeaning oneself, lack of self-esteem, lack of self-worth, lack of valuing your own emotional needs. Judgment served. Oh my God. The key is that we don't want to recognize the depth of the envy and the anger that we store beneath our surface from our fucking wounds. Oh. We cast it out of ourselves, and now it's truly a parasitic monster, impossible to accept as something that came from ourselves. It's like hard to accept that you made these actions. The second you accept them with forgiveness, forgiveness is activated. You need to accept what you have done under the cloak of evil and forgive yourself, because up until now, you did not know what you were doing. You were programmed to do so. Now you do know. So all that information is neither negative nor positive, but what you do from this point on is. What if we bring light to the pitch dark well? What if we take accountability? What if we bring light to a pitch dark well? What if the scary monster is just a scrawny, starving feeling? It is. That's exactly what it is. I don't care what fucking image or beast it wants to take appearance as. It's just the feeling of needing loved to the depths of our cores. The essential core thing value that everybody needs, which we talked about, in empathy. It's just a little thing, dark as tar indeed, but to be sorry of, to be feared, neither. To be inspired, and it must feel the fire itself. Instead of being envious because it doesn't understand or doesn't believe or doesn't have control or wishes things were different, right? This is where it takes its own self-worth. This is where it steps into the balance of itself. It divinates its own light from its darkness with forgiveness in self. This is absolutely stepping into the feet of power. Individual worth, individual self-worth, individual self-worth. Holy fucking hell, man. That's fucking glorious. Get the intuition out here. This is the sense. This is the natural, intuitive, individual response to something that it's not negative or positive. What you're receiving is not negative or positive. It's information, right? What you do with it in support or in doubt of yourself is negative or positive. And you can remove yourself from things that don't support your truth without trying to convince, sway, manipulate, be angry about, whatever. Like, literally, this is total acceptance of self. And in acceptance, it does not mean we allow, right? Accepting truth does not mean we allow poor behaviors to continue. No. Accepting truth means we take action, and accountability for our individual truth as individual leaders, and we teach others to do the same, because it's the cleansing, it's the truth that sets us free as souls in the state of I am, right? In the state of being rather than in a way of being. Moderation. No longer in the extremes, right? This is where you're not in the extreme of empathy or in the extreme of judgment. This is literally the balance and the power where the masculine and the feminine are interacting. And I'm going to explain why here and the reason why I'm getting this. And I've felt this before in these cards. It's because the masculine energy is that fire energy, that electric energy, that direction, right? It's the physical movement, the manifestation. It's that energy of protection, right? That's sitting on top of the rhinoceros. And its power is protecting. It's two different powers, same purpose, right? Different ways of being. Like, it's the state of I am in each one of these, right? This yogi sitting on top of this rhinoceros is in a state of I am in trust in self, which is all this light that's coming out around him, the illumination, right? The passion, the support here. And the feminine energy is the chaos that he's actually sitting on, which is unpredictable, irrational, not really tameable, right? But it is something that can be relatable. And what this feminine energy is this rhinoceros that is completely fucking blind. It does not see with its eyes, but it moves with its senses. And the rhinoceros has a lip that has senses on it that can tell if a flower that it is consuming is good for it or not, right? That's like the feminine consciousness that protects the masculine consciousness from the phantoms, the vacuums of space, the vampires. It's the difference between standing in front of a parasite and standing in front of a fucking vampire. I'm indifferent to both. The rhinoceros, I don't see what they appear to be, I feel. And, well, I'm not going to eat something that's not good for me. No matter how it appears, how beautiful it seems. This is the power of trust right here, and passion. Passion is what builds that trust. Holy shit. Integration of the masculine and feminine energies, the kundalini of the masculine and feminine that connects in the heart space, not in the mind space. It is able to go through even the most difficult terrains and remove itself and cleanse its roots. You see how it's uplifting that poison from the roots, uplifting the roots right there. The root of evil is being removed and cleansed from the heart, right fucking there in the intuition, through trust of the intuition. That's the divination right there. Yep, reciprocity. This is nature's way of receiving. How do you receive truth? You trust yourself and you don't try to control how in which you receive it. If the flower tried to control how the honeybee flew in and how the honeybee landed and how the honeybee did this and did that, it would never fucking grow. Reciprocity. Nature's way of loving itself is trusting itself, and this is receiving that message from its intuition. Oh! It's received. It is free will to trust or doubt self. It is your free will to either serve this envy or serve the trust that goes beyond the envy. Free will. And you are not to impose your emotional free will on others. Your emotional response and my emotional response to this fucking movie scene are going to be two different responses. Why? Because we have two different ways of building creation from the heart. Bigger pictures, folks. Bigger fucking pictures. Drop your personal fucking agendas. Removing fear. It's deeper than a surface. This grief is deeper than the surface. Okay? It is throughout time. And you need to process this individually. Okay, and I'm getting another thing here because I teach this too. Okay, so throughout our traditions and the way that we've been taught through our childhood and on through, right? You may have taken on the opinions or the thoughts or the feelings that others had against you, where you weren't accepted, where you weren't, just not good feelings, okay? And those are the negative thoughts that you started, the disbelief, the doubt you started to build. These were the seeds of doubt that were planted in you. So you started to doubt yourself. And in that doubt of self, you build false emotions in doubt. These are not authentic emotions. These are fear-based trauma bonding emotions, and they need to be removed from your fucking center immediately. Immediately. Goodbye, vampire. Goodbye, parasite. Goodbye. Goodbye. We're awake now. We have the higher wisdom now. We gain the wisdom from this because we are willing to go into it with our boots. With our boots. We go into it with our boots instead of avoiding it, going around it, stucking it under the rug, wishing it was different, thinking that we're entitled to fucking painless healing. Nope, we go right into it and we gain our personal integrity, our strength, our spiritual wisdom, our higher self, our soul. This is our fucking soul, man. The wisdom is the omens. The omens, the prophecy itself, the deep knowing, the one who listens to all but takes its own counsel. And that's the ability to offer emotional support for individual leaderships that doesn't compromise one's own self. Right here. Holy fucking shit. That's emotional stability and the freedom of the vulnerability on the surface. That's what vulnerability does for you. It is not a weakness. It is a protection. This is the vulnerability of unconditional love in self, and unconditional love in self that matches and creates unconditional loving relationships with people, places, and things. Instead of vanity, personal fucking gain, fuck everybody else's feelings, no fucking remorse, as long as I feel fucking good, as long as I get what I want. Well, fuck this fucking victim mentality and the fucking extreme feminist and the fucking misogynist, and fuck anybody who doesn't fucking agree with me. I don't give a fuck. I don't need your approval, because when somebody gets to the top of the mountain, they're not sitting there waiting for somebody else's validation. They have already won. Fucking out. Boom chow. And that would be judgment. We don't carry dead babies. We bury them and put them in the roots for power to grow. Damn right. Damn right. Masculine energy, instinct to protect this, to grow from this, to honor this instead of doubting it, right? Grow from the unknown. Grow from it. This is where you put your trust, is in the unknown, not in the certainty. If you put your trust in the certainties, you're trusting your fucking phantoms. It's time to start trusting yourself in uncertainties instead of trusting your fucking certainties. Your fucking entitlements to certainties. Done. Over. Done, 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 done. Over, over, over. Oh, so over. Oh, so fucking over. Oh, so fucking over. Tell me about this fucking passion here with the yogi on the yogi on the fucking rhinoceros here with the moderation is Father Sky, trusting in the unknown. Well, the yogi here is all about the unknown. It doesn't know where this rhinoceros is going. It's trusting. Not controlling. Tell me about the creation, the creator source energy here in the heart space with the masculine and feminine. Throw it across the room. Just throw it across. Throw it. It is time to release the poison from your roots and rest, cleansing the past, present, and future. Holy shit. Holy shit. That's twice that card's come up. There's a reason for that. There's a reason for this. That's a seasonal thing. Release all the pressure of expectations that are weighing you down. Shed it all so you can recover before moving into a time of renewal. Autumn is when the trees are preparing for the cold, long, cold winter and must let go of the weight that they are carrying in order to continue to grow and prosper. And the only way to do that is to let go of your control, your faith in doubts. Sometimes you just have to surrender an aspect of yourself in order to continue to grow and prosper. What is that aspect of yourself? I promise you, it is a part of yourself that doesn't even belong there. It's a part of yourself that was built up by something and someone else. There is an opportunity to heal at this time by bringing light to that darkness, right? Actually, it is light in the darkness. The raven is the bird of healing and initiation. The healing it brings is a shift that allows you to move into a more powerful psychic space where you can be more aware of your needs and your desires from your heart and be better supported in doing so. Wow. You know what is heavy and what is holding you back. Is it a person, a situation, a dream? Like the trees letting go of their leaves and the fruit in the autumn, it's your fucking grief and sorrow. It's time to let it all go. When you hold on, you try to control reality, and that will never work. When you let go, you make space for new to enter your life. You are being guided by your angels and nature herself to release whatever is stopping you from moving forward. You're supposed to hold me down. You are not supposed to hold me back. And you can do this. Reciprocity. Trust in this. Trust in this change, this feeling, this sensation, this knowing. Oh my God. Trust in the higher perspectives, the eagle from the Father God, the Father Sky card. Would you look at this? Would you fucking look at this? This is that pollination from higher perspectives. You can listen from higher perspectives, but take your own counsel and guidance from that. Don't personalize what you're receiving. Use it as relativity to grow one's own self, right? That's what that is. The higher vision. Tell me about the free will here. The balance of the masculine and feminine energies, the ability to retreat and recharge within oneself, the observation of self, the integration, the hermit. Sacred geometry behind them. It's your free will. Tell me about the fear here. Removing the false emotions built in the state of fear. This is going to take you being brave and extremely honest and getting into a state of vulnerability. To protect vulnerability, you must feel vulnerability in order to know what exactly you are protecting. You cannot protect what you are not curious enough to explore. Whether you understand it or not, you have to be willing to go into the vulnerability to be able to protect it. Because you cannot protect what you control. And curiosity is the opposite of control. So be brave and be honest here. Remove these fears, remove these emotions that were built from expectations and opinions of others. If you do not heal this, say you're a masculine and you have a poor relationship with your mom, you know, like you need to be forgiving and understand we are all under a program and you are not what has happened to you. You are not the child. You're not the rejected child. You're not this. You're not that. And the women that come in your life are not that woman. That is your mom. We are each individual. We may all have similarities on the surface, but what makes us unique is our connection and our trust in our own selves and how we reflect that, right? And when you're skimming the surface and just going off fear, you're not going into the depths. And this takes bravery to do this. When light, and I'm going to give you the rose. The masculine needs the rose, the rose, the rose. Cracked wide the fuck open. Wide the fuck open. Where are you, Rose? Oh my goodness. I hope I have not lost this book because I need to give you the rose. You need the rose in your life. This is not a game. The rose of self in the that you find in others. It is happening for you, not to you. Whatever this is, stop taking it fucking personal and trying to get what you want. You are not entitled to it. Accept mistakes and be okay with them. Learn from that mistakes. Find the beauty in the chaos. Look for the good in this, okay? The challenge of life is to keep your heart open when you most want to close it, to let life crack you open, to be open through the hurt and through the loss, to allow what is falling away to fall away. Quit holding on and control. Being human is a courageous act. A life well lived is full of losses and tragedies, as well as triumphs and adventures. Wherever you find yourself at this moment, life is coaxing you to keep your heart open, no matter how much it hurts. When your heart is open, that means when truth comes in and it hurts, you do not keep the things that hurt you. You cannot control that truth. You cannot change it. You cannot manipulate it. You cannot sway it unless you want to devalue yourself and disrespect yourself, which you're not going to fucking do. You are not obligated by guilt. No more. No fucking more, masculines. You are not obligated by guilt. Period. You are obligated to loving yourself. That is it. Loving the truth of yourself. All of yourself. Every fucking stardustic particle of yourself. Perhaps you're going through a difficult time right now. Instead of cursing the difficulty, see it as a blessing. To open yourself up to the truth that, perhaps, as hard as it may be, life is happening for you because it's, and not to you. Because whatever you were wanting was serving your vanity. That your deep-rooted vanity that works against your heart, and your heart is not having it. Okay? Now is the time to go gently, to retreat into your tender self, to wrap yourself up like a sweet baby, to mother yourself, to trust yourself, to nurture yourself, as if you were cradling yourself in your mother's arms or a mother's arms. The seas may not always be smooth sailing. No, they're not. And quit trying to make them smooth sailing. You're fucking killing yourself trying to control an ocean, dumbass. Stop it. All right? Your ocean, someone else's ocean, the ocean. One day, not too far from today, you will look back at the transformation and be blown away at the poetry of life. This is where you welcome the hermit within you. Holy shit. No fucking way right now. No fucking way right now. This is that rest and recuperate in order to continue your growth. Benefit from the information that comes directly from your heart space. It will take 3 days to process this. This is one of solitude and meditation. It represents your capacity to go within and arrive at the cave of your own heart. Many of the answers to your problems lie within. If you don't take time to connect with yourself and feel uncomfortable and comfortable alone, you won't be able to hear the messages that are rising up inside of you. You have been working hard and giving your all to your current situation, and it may become draining and detrimental to your development unless you retreat and recharge to your own energies. Obligated by guilt? Not anymore. You're being guided to step back at this time. Your over-involvement is impeding the process. You need to retreat and breathe. This is overthinking shit. If you have something to say, do it. Spend some time in deep thought and contemplation before moving forward. Now let's get to your psychic abilities that just opened up to a whole new level of awesome. Ezekiel. Well, this is a direction guardian. You are choosing your path. You can choose your higher self, right, where you trust in the unknown, or you can choose your lower self where you fear uncertainties and sabotage your self-worth, your soul's value. You have a choice, and you need to make yours with love of self. Because this has the cow, which is the Milky Way here, the night sky, the divination of self. It has the lion, which is the mastery of self, the leadership of self. It doesn't second guess itself. It may seem aloof to those with a less than keener eye, but those with a keen eye know better. They know that the energy that the lion uses is not wasted, right? It's watchful. And it makes the actions that it takes is directly from the heart. They're intentful, they're purposeful, right? And then the eagle is this higher vision, this higher perspective, this trust in the unknown, the higher perspective that trusts in the unknown. It's time to choose your path. Let's get a Rumi. Rumi, my brother. Come out here, words of wisdom. I am. Words of wisdom. I am. You have nothing to be jealous of, envious of, period. Period. Nothing. Literally nothing. When there's trust in self, there's loyalty, there's honor, there's dignity, there's respect, and it's not something that you have to control. It's something that's naturally there. Respect does not come from meeting obligations. Respect comes from feeling valued. Arise. It doesn't get any better than that. Wings of hope will languish from lack of use. When wings dissipate and weaken, life begins to lose its value. Every cell in your body is created to rise to a challenge. Your life is meant to confront everything that holds you captive. Don't sit at the bottom of a well, not caring about your salvation. Listen to the voice within calling you. Reach for eminence beyond your own maturity. I dance before you in the sacred spectacle, hoping to garner your attention. Look at me, I cry to your alien spirit and despondent dead flesh. Look at me. If you were to look up, instead of constantly looking down at everything, looking down on others, looking down on people, looking down on others, if you were to look up and see the beauty in things instead of constantly looking for the bad, you would see me. If you were to look up, you would see that I am a mirror of your own being, your light, your heart, your spirit, your all. Yes, there's pain. Yes, there's letting go taking place, and you are frightened and uncertain sometimes. But you make this uncertainty mean something it does not. It means that you are to turn your head away from what is dying, your stillborn relationships. Do this gently but firmly. And turn your head towards what is living, the real, raw truth. Look at me, I will show you truth, and I will show we shall laugh our deepest belly laughter with so much glee, sharing in the secret that the only force at work in life is unconditionally loving divinity. Unconditionally, you unconditionally loving yourself, me unconditionally loving myself, and we are creating unconditional loving relations. I see you, divine wild child and sacred heart. You have gumption, guts. You dare to love where others only see pain. You dare to believe that everything will somehow work out where others only see what they judge to be wrong. You see love where others ply fear. You seek freedom where the world still buys into manipulation and propaganda. Don't lose heart, my beloved wild child. Dare to believe you are right to do so. It is that divine rebel in you that refuses to surrender hope, give up the fight perhaps, the battle that comes from a place of fear, but never give up hope. That hope in your heart, that optimism, that patience for growth into love creates a light within you that keeps the world, that helps the world see through darkness. It becomes a candle that shimmers contently upon the windowsill of your heart's temple. There it is, more obvious even in darkness. The angel of night. Oh my God. The stars do appear to shine brighter at night, beloved, but do not be consumed by your nightmares. They will pass with the coming dawn. You'll see. Goodbye, phantoms of the mind, as faith takes place. Don't give them too much stock. Instead, put your attention towards that defiant candle of hope that burns, that light that burns in the heart, as it is nature and purpose within you. Can you sense its warmth even in the presence of cold fear? Ah, it shall warm you now. And if not, then I come to remind you that you are a blazing angel and you are filled with holy fire, and you shall prevail, my loved one. Oh, the joy of you, the expanse of you. You fill my heart with your magnificent essence. I see and know the great beloved within you. There the great beloved is, looking out at me from behind your eyes. I see the candlelight in your heart's temple flicker with your gaze. That is what the candle of hope honors, the workings of the great beloved, so creative and crazed with love for you, that all circumstances of your life, down to the tiniest detail, are evoked out of love. Love, out of passionate desire, takes you from despair into hope, from holding on to letting go, from turning away to opening up. So the great beloved takes you across a moonlit ocean into the temple of the cosmic heart. I've been there. It's beautiful. Here, an eternal flame burns bright with hope, igniting the light within the hearts of all humanity. You are being asked to trust, to gently lay to rest the suffering that has been, perhaps because of what you have labeled as failure or mistakes, through the doubt, the losses, the setbacks. They are so little in the greater scheme of you, my love. Put them aside and allow them to rot and become fertilizer for your new roots, your life. Do not try to keep them alive beyond their earthly expiration date. They're stillborns, lest you become tainted or poisoned by the rot. Dead, stinking, fucking envious, nasty ass rot. The vampire. Focus on what is alive in you right now. Can you sense that before you is a great being of light, a greater pathway opening up? This is truth, blazing angel. This is truth. Take the step. So easy it is when the light of the heart is felt within, reminding you of your own divine nature. The world is here for you to experience so that you may realize divinity in its majesty, mystery, and love, more so than ever. All serves the sacred purpose, so embrace it. Find your faith. Be at peace with yourself. Peace doesn't come from your surroundings. It comes from your trust in yourself, from loving yourself unconditionally. Know that no matter what appears to be on the surface, all is well. You are so loved. It cannot begin to be translated sufficiently into words, but it can be transmitted from my heart to yours, just as the sun catches dried tinder and sets it aflame. You have been downtrodden for long enough now, and perhaps you've been feeling defeated, put upon, underestimated, and walked over, body, mind, and spirit, by others and your own doubts, your own fears, and the phantoms of your mind. Enough now. You are no more a victim. You are liberated through the hope of your heart and the defiant optimism that buoys your spirit and demands that you shall have your dawn. You shall rise like the sun and begin anew now. Step up. It is your time. I am.